Hello, my name is Christopher Spellsmith, and today I will be discussing a fundamentalist and modernist controversy. Uh, During the early 1900s and late 1800s, there were many fundamentalist and modernist controversies. One famous one was the Scots monkey trial. However, I'll be talking today about one that maybe is a little bit less famous, the Westminster Confession of Faith controversy. During this time, there were many fundamentalist modernist controversies, a lot of them focusing on scripture and foundational documents, where modernists felt that the churches were focusing a little bit too much on the letter of the law, and there may have been errors in calls into question of accuracy to these documents. And some of it was based on keeping the church relevant and moving on into modern times. However, this did create conflicts with more conservative uh, clergy. One example, as mentioned before, was the Westminster Confession of Faith document, which was founded in 1646. Uh, this document, which was uh, used by the Presbyterian Church, had been changed before. It was actually changed after the American Revolution in 1789 to allow to remove magistrates from the church. But other changes were being looked at by modernists to change this document. Uh, According to a New York Times article from 1889, uh, clergy from the Presbyterian Church were looking to change it to affirm that all dying infants would go to heaven because it was not in the document before. Uh, this did create a conflict which raged on for years, also highlighted in a New York Times article from 1901 that they were continued to fight between the modernists and the conservatives for this change. However, in 1902, this change was adopted and affirmed by 1904. And what this did was it made the church more relevant. It actually brought in more clergy that saw that these modern changes were actually adapting to the times, bringing on more churchgoers. However, even though they changed in 1901, it still continued to have arguments over this foundational document, as highlighted in a New York Times article in 1975, where modernists and conservatives continued to fight over changes to this document as it is written, as more modernists were considering the scripture as being inaccurate and having holes where they could provide more changes.